Hello, light people. This is a timeless reading. Take it if it resonates. This is a very specific situation. You have been for a very long time in a committed relationship. This relationship has been one of the pillars of your life for many years now. It has been a very good relationship, possibly even a soulmate relationship. But with the Seven of Swords as the first card in this reading, there's something that happened that is changing the situation in this relationship. There is a door on this card right at the back. And my feeling with this is the door is closing in this relationship. It is coming to an end. The contract that you have with this person is coming to an end. And this end could have started in two different ways. Either there was someone, the Queen of Swords right there, that got in the middle of this relationship, that got in the middle of your connection, of the stability of this relationship. And this has caused you a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights. Or with the Queen of Swords, another interpretation is that somehow things has gotten cold between the both of you. One of you is cold. You have started to distance yourself naturally. You went cold on this other person, or this other person went cold on you. Nevertheless, the situation has not been something that has been easy to deal with for a very long time. This might be causing you anxiety. This might be causing you restless nights. And somehow inside of you, you know that this relationship is over, but you don't want to make the next step to end the relationship. With the Nine of Swords also there, with the bed in this card, I feel that there are a lot of things unsaid between the both of you. Intimacy has not been very good, perhaps inexistent for a very long time. And there is a true desire of walking away from this relationship, with the Eight of Cups in the middle of the spread. And this walking away from this relationship doesn't need to be something bad, does not need to happen unexpectedly, and does not need to happen in a bad way. But we have the Fool card right after it, which is the new beginning. You are desiring so intensely to throw yourself in this new beginning. You just feel that this relationship is over. There is no more energy there. You feel like the contract is over, but you are still in this in between of not being able to give it completion, not being able to end the relationship. But after this new beginning, with the Fool card, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So we have the Queen and the King of the same suit. This means that you might encounter a much more aligned new connection, new relationship for you. Someone who is much more active, who has the same level of energy as you, who has the same desire for joy and life, and who has the same desire of joy and zest for life as you do. Someone much more compatible right now for you. And with this cold card, we have the future. You may have been having glimpses of this future, of this possible future with this person. You may know this person already or not, but you have been feeling like this new beginning is going to be so much more loving, so much more aligned for you. And you are having these glimpses of this future. However, with the Lakshmi card, prosperity, you may have been feeling like you are not pretty enough, or that you're too old, or that you are not capable perhaps of sustaining yourself financially. If you leave this person you are with right now, this relationship, you might not have the financial stability that you do right now. And this is keeping you stuck in this fear, in this loop. You are worrying a lot that you are old and that you may not be able to make money, that you're not able to live a prosperous life without this relationship you are in. But this card is reminding you to set free of those limiting beliefs because you can find success and happiness everywhere. You can co create this life of success, of material abundance, of financial prosperity and stability. This is open for you. And you can co create this life with the Saravasti card, which is the card of mastery. This means that if you dedicate yourself enough for something that you love to do, you can get prosperity and abundance out of this thing. It could be something artistic. It could be something that has to do with communication, social media, for example, you communicating your knowledge. This might be something to do with music, poetry. Anything that is trying to get created through you might be something that will give you prosperity. However, that might be a time of transition, okay, through this process. And you might need to get a job for some time while you build this prosperity with this thing that you love to do, because things take time to materialize in this physical plane. And you may be also afraid because sometimes you are a person who has a lot of energy, a lot of motivation to do something, and then it changes and then it goes away. But this card is reminding you to be consistent in what you want to do, in what you want to create. You can have different ways of expressing what you're doing. You can have different ways of doing things. You can have different hobbies. But if you are consistent in what you are creating, this is going to be very successful. We have also the completion card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And this card is reminding you that for you to have this beautiful new cycle that you are having, the glimpses of the future, you need to complete this old cycle. Is a card number 9, is a card of completion. And this year of 2025, if you are watching this in 2025, is a year of completion. So I'm going to read very quickly a small paragraph from the guidebook for this specific card. Listen to this. Clinging to the old form will bring only decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it is time to move on, yet are reluctant. Do not be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on. Do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Beautiful, isn't it? So it's time for you to complete this chapter of your life. When you feel ready, of course, you can watch for the signs to know the next step. And those signs I'm seeing very clearly that for some of you could be daisies or butterflies or swans, because swans are the symbol of soulmates, or even circles. So if you have been seeing a lot of circles, this message much likely is for you. Circles or anything that has to do with union energy, okay? Completion energy. Circles also mean the cycles of life, right? You are going through a rebirth phase of your life, and this is going to bring a lot of celebration, fun, and enjoyment with the Tank card, with the Gavel card, involvement with the law, which is very obvious because if you are in a long-term relationship, you may be getting a divorce of something of the sorts with this person you are in right now. And this might cause some discord among friends, with mutual friends that you have with the person you are with right now. It can cause some misunderstandings with the wall card, but the misunderstandings that I feel are just part of the process. It's not going to be something huge. And try to be very clear with this person, with everyone involved in the process. If you have children in this process, try to be very mindful of your words. It's okay to cry, it's okay to say how you're feeling, but try to do this with love, because a rebirth is assured for you right now. You need to be fearless and bold to do this completion, and then you will have peace and harmony with the wind chimes. And with the crib energy, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So you could have a new child in your life from this next relationship, or this could be about this new work endeavor that is going to bring you a lot of prosperity. Either way, the main message for this reading is that the contract that you have with this person you are in a committed relationship is over, and you know that. You just need someone outside of you to remind you of that, to give you more confidence. And you know that you need to end this relationship, to bring completion to this relationship. It's just that it's not easy. So when you are ready for it, you will have this step by step of what you need to do from the divine. You need to watch for the signs. Okay? And if you want a specific sign to know if what you want to do is the right thing, you need to ask for a very specific sign from the universe. For example, I want to see purple butterflies, or I want to see the number 444, and be open. And then when you see that, you will know that it is the divine giving you a green light. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you soon. Much love, light, and truth.